Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
Life is hard, and I am sad. As I write in this live journal entry and tweet of my frustration, I feel alone. This was supposed to be our time away together until that bitch, she bought me a typewriter. Do I look like fucking Clark Kent from the 1960s? It's been years since my last big hit of ripping off Stephen King, and now what? Who the hell even reads anymore? I feel unmotivated. Like Jacob Black, when he finally realized that he was just a plaything toy for that whore Isabella. Why couldn't my wife just accept me for who I was, and perhaps even build a mini bike with me, all without trying to wring more useless words out of me that I just don't want to write anymore? This was supposed to be my time in solitude. I stormed out of the cabin, threw my balls into the lake, and suddenly passed out in the middle of the road. When I finally came to my senses, I realized that I lost her. The cabin was haunted. The darkness absorbed her, and I don't know whether she's alive or dead. Alan Wake was originally announced in 2006 by Remedy Entertainment until it hit quite a few roadblocks. Originally intended to be a much more open-ended title, not so much anymore. There's a few remnants, such as towns that exist and buildings that you can occasionally wander through for storytelling reasons, but this is otherwise an action title padded out with a lot of running through dark forests because, yeah, that's scary. It's survival horror, man, and that's what really makes a game have good atmosphere. No, not really. Half the levels feature this dull objective, and it really gets tiresome. Atmosphere really only goes so far in making a good video game. Like Tidus awkwardly narrating his discoveries in Final Fantasy X time and time again, similar to an episode of The Wonder Years, main character Alan Wake here rambles along the entire damn way. It's actually kind of interesting though, or at least as interesting as a game like this can be, and the voice acting is strong, which really does make it a lot easier to go along with. After your wife disappears, everyone thinks that you're a loon. Is the entire town in on this? Why the hell is the gas station manager attacking you? The police have no clue what you're talking about, and the local doc thinks that you've lost your shit. Have you? Have I? Did Alan Wake actually kill his wife after downing too many bottles of Dr. Pibb? During the day, you pluck along, stumbling from one location to the next, listening to cutscenes, trying to make some sense of things, while the nighttime portion actually features some gameplay. Besides running through dull forests, this is otherwise a third-person action game with a decent amount of shooting. You aren't capping headshots, though. You shine your highly respectable flashlight featuring lithium-ion batteries that keep going and going onto the undead until, I don't know, the Energizer Bunny comes along and breaks down their AT field. With enough light, they become vulnerable, and then you can bust some caps. Flare guns act as grenade launchers, and there's a decent amount of dodging here and there. Alan Wake is sometimes really cool, but there are a lot of dry spots. Enemy encounters usually feel exactly the same, and they are not unique. There are some moments where cars are being hurled at you, or you're barely surviving getting gang raped by a horde of these creatures, but otherwise, same old shit, on and on. You know, it would be nice if I could love this game. The third-person shooting is occasionally great, and the storytime moments are occasionally reminiscent of a game like Heavy Rain. There's some good stuff in here, but there is also a lot of crap. Storyline and presentation get a definite nod of respect, and I thought about the final resolution for quite some time afterward, but otherwise, the majority of the gameplay is bland and uninspired. A concept dragged out for far too long. I kept moving forward due to the potential that Alan Wake had, but that is about the only reason. This is an okay rental, but is it purchase worthy? I don't think so. Alan Wake for the Xbox 360 receives a 5 out of 10.